Over to the right here, we have the Capitol building. And did you know that Vanderbilt University is here?
Oh, yes.
You're such a good sport. Come on, aren't you having fun yet?
Yes, I'm having fun. Of course I'm having fun. I'm just worried about our future.
Hey, tomorrow will take care of itself.
Oh, Derek, but that's not good enough for me. Not when I care about you the way I do.
Patrick.
Look, you mean too much to me to leave anything to chance.
Don't you know that I feel the same way about you?
Good, then let's face the facts together, both of us. Look, Lucy has successfully avoided capture so far, correct?
Yeah, so far. All right, pull in right here. Yep. Come on, this is the river. I saw a brochure at the hotel. Now, trust me on this, okay? I know I'm right. You're going to love it. It's the dock where the Opryland showboat stops. Now, let me location. Oh, there it is. The Andrew Jackson Opryland showboat. Oh, isn't it? Really? That is gorgeous.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's a pretty town.
Come on. Get on back down for land. Something to eat along the way.
Okay. You know, Patrick, after all, no one knows where we are, and Lucy is miles away.
For sure. Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you. Well, now we know they're not registered here. And maybe they're just looking around. Well, I hope not, because if they are, it could be anywhere. Well, we might as well head back to our hotel. Excuse me, gentlemen. This place is further away than I expected. Quite a hotel. Yeah. I spent some time here a few years back. It's a great place if you want to kind of lose yourself. That's certainly what Terry and Patrick seem to have done, isn't it? We'll find them. It's just taking a little longer than we expected. The problem is we don't have any time left. We got to find them before Lucy does. Well, Jake, my guess is she's having just as much trouble as we are. I don't know what else we can do. Well, obviously, they're registered under an assumed name. Let's hope the pictures that Bobby's wired over will help us find them. I'm going to check with the Nashville Police Department first thing tomorrow morning. By the book, huh? It's our only choice. We want to find Terry and Patrick alive. Are you ladies enjoying our fair city?
Oh, yes, honey. It is really lovely. Oh, honey, why don't you give this nice young man something for his trouble? Oh, everything just looks so wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, ladies. You have a nice evening.
Well, thank you very much. You are very gracious. Good night.
Good night.
Come on, Lucy, honey. Now you sit down. And we better eat it before it gets cold. I'm not hungry. Oh, now, I don't want to hear anything like that. You've got to keep up your strength. We have so much to do in the next few days. Why are you doing this to me? Don't you understand? I'm trying to help you. Now, come on, honey, be a good girl. You haven't caused me any trouble so far. Well, I haven't had much choice, have I? Let us not get ugly, Lucy. I would hate to have to use this nasty old thing on you. I mean, it would change all my plans that I have for Terry and Patrick if I had to kill you first. Get over there and sit down. Get... I'm so glad you're home.
You all right, Mother?
It's not me, dear. I'm fine. Well, what is it? It's Edward. He's already gone upstairs to bed.
Before dinner? Boy, that Camellia contract with the military must have really gotten his goat.
I'm afraid it's more serious than that. He has a terrible cold and sore throat.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine after a good night's sleep, really.
I know your father. Common cold doesn't send him running off to bed. Well, what are you suggesting? Well, haven't you noticed how jumpy and irritable he's been lately?
Oh, I thought that was because of the new tax law.
Yes, father usually affects that kind of behavior whenever he's lost money.
Well, I'm not saying it isn't something silly like that, but, Alan, dear, I would appreciate it if you'd go up and have a look at him.
Okay, Mother, I'll go look at him myself.
Thank you, darling.
I think it's very sweet of you to be worried about it, Edward, but I think if anything, it's a case of the flu. You know, Bobby brought Tanya and Tony's little baby in the hospital with a bad case of it.
Barbara Jean Jones must share a lot more than just her name with you, Bobby. That little girl is one tough cookie.
She holding her own?
Fever's broken, her temperature's begun to stabilize.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's the best news I've heard all day.
You know, there's really no reason to keep her in hospital. You can take her home tonight if you'd like.
I don't want to take her out of the hospital until I get some kind of approval from Tony and Tanya. Besides, I think she's a lot safer in the hospital than she's going to be at home with me.
Wait a minute. Surely you don't blame yourself for what happened.
I can't get it out of my mind. I should have kept a closer eye on her.
Bobby, the baby has intestinal flu, nothing more. There is nothing you could have done to have prevented her contracting it.
I let her fall off the sofa. She could have been seriously injured.
Babies fall off sofas all the time. They're a lot more hardy than we give them credit for.
Buzz, I never would forgive myself if something had happened to that baby.
But nothing did happen, Bobby. That's the important thing to remember. Now, come on.
Bobby, you have a call on line 4. It's Tanya Jones.
Oh, good.
Dr. Reinhardt, contact respiratory therapy. Dr. Reinhardt, contact...
Tanya? Bobby? Is Barbara all right? Yes, everything's fine. She had me a little worried there for a while, though. Well, we just got the message. The bellboy came up and woke us up. What happened? She came down with a case of intestinal flu, and I panicked, and I brought her into the hospital, and Buzz has been personally looking after her. Oh, the poor little thing. How's she doing? Oh, well, Buzz says she's better already, and her fever's down, and she's even eating. Okay, well, listen, we better get home right away. Oh, Tanya, really, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, actually, she's having the time of her life. Everybody here is spoiling her. I'm sorry that you have to go through all this. Oh, hey, listen, are you kidding? That kid and I have a lot in common. We're both fighters. We let the phone off the hook, and we didn't see the message. Well, that's probably just as well. I mean, after all, the crisis is solved, and we didn't even have to worry you about it. Well, I really appreciate everything you're doing for us. Don't mention it. I'll meet you here in a little while, okay? We'll be home as soon as we can. We were going to come home anyway. I'll see you soon. They're headed back to Port Charles.
That's too bad. I hate to see him cut their vacation short.
Come on, Buzz. I told her everything's all right.
Yes, and that's the exact truth. BJ is going to be just fine. Now, why don't you go home and get some rest? I have to wait here anyway, so I'll meet them when they arrive, and I'll explain every detail to them.
No, thanks, Buzz. I think I should wait here for them. I owe them at least that much.
All right. Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be in my office.
Thanks.
Nurse Strutnick, please call the pharmacy. Nurse Strutnick, please call the pharmacy. Toronto, call emergency receiving code blue. Volunteers in the wheelchair.
Hi, Bobby. Gretchen, hi. Wasn't expecting to see you here. Is Jake back yet?
Volunteers with the wheelchair, 9th floor.
No, but he'll be back in a day or so. Something wrong? Oh, I wanted to talk to both of you about what's been going on. Gretchen, I know that you're really anxious to get started with your pregnancy, and we are too. I promise you, he'll definitely be back before your next ovulation period. Well, that's not the problem. Something else has come up. You got a few minutes? Sure.
Dr. Galvez, please call social services. Dr. Galvez, please call social services.
I don't see why not.
Now,
musical roots. No denying it. Come on, let's go inside. I'm starving.
Okay. Come on. Let's go inside. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Where are you going?
Get my radio.
Honey, you're not going to need it in a restaurant.
Oh, I'll just take it away from the pin. Just let real softly, okay? I know. Ridiculous.